Eating Yash, squatting on a Bosu. Hope you're all doing really well, guys. Show me your drinks. Make sure your warm-up area is clear. Make sure your camera's on if you want feedback, so I can coach you, help you get better. And we are going to start today off with some windmills. So stand up. When you're all standing up, I'll start the timer. So you're all doing the same thing for the same amount of time. No filters, etc. And then if you've got to let me know about injuries and amendments, do it in the chat. So 3, 2, 1, windmills. A lot of rotation, very straight knees. Yes, Savannah, exactly like that. Make sure you stand up and streamline in between each one. So you're just adding stretch and taking stretch away from your hamstrings. Then we're going to turn it into walkouts. So straight into them, walk down, press up plank position, and then walk your hands back towards your feet. So I'm going to build the cardio into this warm-up so that we can... Now you're going to go downward dog as well. So walk down, do your downward dog, go back to flat back position, then finish your walkout. So walk out, downward dog, come out of the downward dog. Yay. Then walk your hands back towards your feet. Good job. Okay. Relax there. Next thing you're going to do is Spider-Man lunge. So remember, press up plank position, foot forward, push your hips through, keep your back straight, and then switch. Just keep switching from one side to the other one. And let's see, I'm going to start using some of that advice I gave yesterday. If your knees hurt from running today, guys, how much does it hurt? How much do they hurt out of 10? If 10 meant that we had to stop the session and call you an ambulance right now. Okay, stand up. Some great Spider-Man lunges going on there. A little wind-up towards today, just very efficient. Next we've done leg swings yesterday, didn't we? So we're going to go IYTW. So again, we have a learning check here. Crack on with IYTW and we'll see how you look while you do it. 3, 2, 1, go. You're preferably standing up. And remember, keep your hands behind your face. Looking good, Bella. Don't worry, I can just about see you in the camera. Okay, Sophia, very good. Remember, pulling into that W is the main thing I'm looking for, and a lot of you are nailing it today. Man, that's like my 5th proud coach moment in 2 days. Okay, excellent. Stop there. Then we'll go scat press. A 5, okay. If that goes above, try and do what you can, because it's 5 out of 10. Go really slow, do some extra stretching on your quads if you have to. What did I say? Scat press. So remember, press a plank position. Knees on the floor if you need. So it's like angry cat, happy cat, but you're just focusing on your upper back. Push your hands into the floor. So control down and push up hard. Yeah, 5 out of 10. Do a little bit, do some stretching if you need to. If it goes above 8 out of 10, then let me know again and then stop. Because, yeah, if you go for a run now your knees hurt, it means they probably just worked hard. Now they need to recover. I've lost the session. Okay, bit of card game. Oh, wait, no, we did card game at the end of yesterday. We'll do bean game. Same start as yesterday. Bean game, 3 reps of each one. And we're going to start with jelly bean. So up you pop, onto your feet. 3, 2, 1, go. So jelly bean, 3 switches on each leg. Very bouncy, Robin. I love it. Then split bean. So try and drop down to your splits. Go streamline each time. So hands by your side. When you drop into the split, streamline. Then back to jogging. And broad bean into beans on toast. So go broad, line your back, stretch out. Stand up, go into broad bean, line your back, go into beans on toast. Okay, into the last little bit now. So finish off those 3, continue jogging, then we'll go string bean into baked bean. So similar thing, string bean, nice and tall. Go down, make sure you protect your knees, curl yourself up, and try and explode out of the baked bean rather than collapse out of the string bean. And then call it there. So a bit of heavy breathing to get you going. All key joints are warmed up, ready to go. I'll tell you what, if I'm only getting 1 comment about niggles, that's fantastic. I'm going to assume no news is good news. Wednesday, so we're going to start with a bit of static core work, reverse crunch, rotation plank, Superman plank, and Spider-Man press up. So remember, Spider-Man press up. I'm going to simplify it. So if you want, you can just move one hand forward if you want and keep your feet the same, or you can just do the legs. So from here, foot to the side, and then try and combine it if you want. So remember, rather than just bringing your foot all the way forward like this, it's a bit further back. I'm going to give you some alternatives as well, just in case your wrist starts to feel a bit funny. So we'll start with reverse crunch, and we'll go from there. So have a drink, and we'll get ready to go with reverse crunch in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, keep your feet in the air for as long as you can, and aim them all the way up towards the ceiling. So they try and lift your lower back up off the floor. Let's see. That's it, Finn. Really try and get your toes onto the ceiling. Push up, Luke. Brilliant. Yash, good job. Finn, give it a bit of kick if you want. So if you watch me, yep, that's it. So Finn, quick look. Finn. Like that. So curl your legs up. Push them to the ceiling. 15 seconds left. Hannah, great control. Okay, a little bit longer. Good control. We'll leave it there. Number 2, we're going to go rotation plank. So remember, the slower you go, the better. 3, 2, 1, go. If this one hurts your wrist, go with forearm side plank instead. So I'll tell you when to go halfway. So this one, if your wrist hurts, ideally, super slow, hips facing the camera, and then turn them away. Okay. Just in case I miss you, if you're doing forearm, switch over now, just so you're doing an even amount of time on each side. Some of you look like you're in slow motion. This is brilliant. Remember, keep your hands under your shoulders as well. So you're working all the muscles in the back of your shoulder. And then, so remember, if your wrists start to hurt and you have to shake them out, just do forearm side plank. 3, 2, 1, stop there. Okay, exercise number 3, Superman plank. So remember, on your knees, if you're struggling, just focus on mobility and holding your body position, or take your knee off the floor. 3, 2, 1, go. So you're going to aim to try and get as long as you can in that static plank position. Try and move your feet and hands a bit further away from each other. So if you move your foot out to the side, you'll get a wider base. It should feel a little bit easier. If you're really hardcore, you'll try and you could try and go left hand and left hand and left foot on the floor. Nice little movement challenge for you. Okay, that's halfway through. So try and stick for as long as you can. Yash, very creative use of scenery behind you just to check your foot height. I like it. Dan and Sophia are crushing it. It's very stable. 10 seconds left. Okay, Sophia, try and spread your feet a little bit wider. Oh, you're going for the same side. That's really good. Yeah, that won't work if you're doing the hard one. That actually works against you. Relax. Okay, and then last one. So Spider-Man press ups. Yes, it is okay if you do it in bear crawl position. 3, 2, 1, go. The Spider-Man press ups, remember, starting Superman, try and put one hand just slightly in front of the other one. And remember, you're not copying. Yeah, Finn, that's it. Great job. So you're not fully copying your foot position on Spider-Man lunge. It's lower than that. Brilliant, Sophia. Good work, Tegan. Good job, Danny and Sophia. If you're struggling, just start lying on your floor and then push up from there. Don't worry about dropping down. And try and get the same amount of effort, whether it's your left hand forward or your right hand. Let's have a look at how screen 2 is doing. Oh, Robin's going for a single leg Spider-Man. Very cool. Raf's got it down to a T. So Laura, let your knee touch the floor as well. So like completely flat on the floor. 3, 2, 1. Okay, stop. If those get challenging or too much for you to handle, do inclines. So you want your hands up. So my laptop's on the coffee table like that. But let's weight to bear. Back into reverse crunch. Get ready. Make sure you've had a drink. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Well done, Bella. If you want to make it harder, guys, have your hands on the floor, but spread them wider so you can. You've got to use your core strength to hold your hips up high. So if you do this, make sure I don't smash my head. With your hands closed, it's easier to keep yourself up. If you go out wider, you've got to try and hold your stomach much harder to slow you down. 25 seconds left. And make sure you kick your bum up off the floor so it's not quite the same as a reverse curl or a leg lower. So you really want to be just up on your shoulders and push your feet towards your ceiling. So idea is, I'd say those are probably the slowest ones I've seen. So that's fantastic work. 3, 2, 1. Stop for a second. Into rotation plank or forearm side plank. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'll stop a few seconds early because I've hit the wrong button there. So rotations, you want to go super duper slow. Try and look at your ribs in the camera to see whether they're flat or not. So if you look a little bit like a banana, like this, push your hips down to the floor a little bit. So let's see. Perhaps that was a really good correction, but it's easier as well if you cross your ankles over. So if you're struggling to stay stable, you can always put one foot in front of the other one until you get that just right. Then try and stack your feet on top of each other. Swap over. So if you were doing side plank, you're going to switch over now. Robin, have you just managed to do one rotation on each side? That's hardcore. You find a new word. Oh, and a star plank as well. Really cool. A couple of seconds left, guys. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, that's now the pinnacle of that exercise, as far as I've seen. Superman plank. You can also do dead bugs if you want to replace it. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Try putting a foam roller on your back as well if you want to challenge your stability a little bit more. Actually, the rounder the thing you're using is, the harder it's going to be. So if you're trying to go knees off the floor with something on your back. I am, of course, cheating because I have my sofa next to me, but you still end up thinking about keeping your stomach tight. Okay, remember, if you need to, you can go dead bugs just to rest your wrists a little bit. Nice work, Finn. Really good. Remember, if you get your hand and foot more diagonal to each other, it's going to be a little bit easier for you. Great job, Sophia. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, then Spider-Man press up again. Remember, inclines, if it's too hard for you, start just lying flat on your stomach and push off, or go to inclines. 3, 2, 1, let's go. I do this leg position, something that you guys have really improved on recently. Okay, Savannah, you've nailed that. Good job, Luke. Fantastic. Adira's fantastic. Robin's gone for a single leg. Is that harder? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Alice, really, really good job there as well. Isla, fantastic. Remember, you start to get tired, guys. Yep. Finn, I like it. Looking at your foot to make sure you're in the right place. Remember, start doubling them up if you have to. So if it's too easy, just go like 1, 2 before you switch. Go as high as you can with a good body position. Okay. Looking good, Freddie. Keep it going. You got 10 more seconds, dude. Okay, Lucas, very fluid. Very spider-like. 3, 2, 1, relax. And yes, I'm going to keep saying it till you believe me, but the whole like stopping, thinking about your body and pushing off is going to help you so much more in like a month or so's time, believe me. Right. I've almost shut Zoom there. One more round of that. Back into reverse crunch. Remember, try and get your lower back completely up off the floor. So instead of just doing this, you want to aim up high. 3, 2, 1, go. It might be good just to teach yourself, if you kick really fast, get some speed behind you, you'll know what position you're trying to aim for. Scarlett, that is really good. How are you doing that? And your hands behind your head. Good stuff, Yash. You've got the position now. You just got to learn how to hold it. So Wolfgang, try and bring your feet a little closer to the floor. Yep, and then push them straight up, like directly up instead of towards your face. There you go. Now you know what you're trying to fight for. That's it. Good job. 20 seconds. Charlotte, same for you. Aim your feet right up. Try and get your butt off the floor. If you're unsure, watch me. I'll give you a little demo. 10 seconds left. That's it. If you do it quick, you'll be able to find the position. Then you've just got to try and fight it. Relax. Right. Rotation plank. Okay. Challenge. You want to see who else can match this one. See if you can do one rotation on each side. So if you start here in star plank, 30 seconds trying to come down to here, and then 30 seconds trying to go back up to the other side. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that's 10 seconds. So many of you are going for the attempt. You get extra points just for trying. 20 seconds. You got another 10 seconds until you're back in your press up plank position. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now 30 seconds trying to slowly rotate yourself up onto your side in a star plank. 20 seconds. The concentration is palpable. Okay, this was completely optional, and near enough all of you have gone for it. 10 more seconds. Might be better if we did a 10-second hold and then started the move. 3, 2, 1, relax. Wow, that was incredible. Into Superman plank. Number dead bugs if you want to switch it up. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see who else. Claudia, that was smashing pace there. Let's see who else have we got. Nancy, I'm sure you're doing an incredible job, but I can't quite see you on the camera. Remember, it doesn't matter how long you last, as long as you get that flat back position. So even if you can only manage like 2 seconds before you swap, it really helps. If you think about pushing your hand into the ground, you'll get a lot more stability. So don't just lift your hands and feet away. Push the other two down into the ground. You should be able to squeeze your core, squeeze your hips a little bit harder. If you're actively pushing, like try and put a handprint in the floor. 3, 2, 1. Relax there. Then Spider-Man press up to finish. Remember, maintain that flat back. So if you have to, just copy me, like flatten your stomach. Push from the floor. 3, 2, 1, go. See, the more you split your hands apart, the more challenging you're going to find it. So if you start going forwards, backwards, and side to side, there's something to play with if you find that it's getting too easy. Good swaps. Just be conscious about how much if you start to feel it around your neck or the back of your shoulder too much, just come in a bit closer. Just so you don't do too much too soon. Okay, I think we've really nailed these Spider-Man knee positions now. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one, relax. Wow, you all deserve a pat in the back for that. So that was really good. So we're replying to a couple of messages from the group. You all know to expect bad spelling by now. Make sure you're drinking. I only drink because it's thirsty work watching you guys work so hard. But second part, focusing on movement skills. So divers, this one should work pretty well for people that have sore knees anyway. But remember, you're trying to find that T position. Some of you are so mobile, you're so flexible, you can reach a little bit lower. So remember, a good one is getting here and staying flat, not reaching all the way down just because you can. So you've got to have the strength to hold yourself here. If you want other variations, you can sweep your hands round to the side. So hands down low. Because the more you take your hands away from your body, the less stable you're going to feel. Then you can start chaining that with some airplanes if you want. Let's have a little play with it for now. Then you've got wall walks. So if you haven't got a wall, you can use the sofa to just try and get into an inverted L position like this. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, try decline press ups. And then you've got rear foot squats or foam rolling. So remember, if that pain, if your discomfort around your legs goes above 8 out of 10, then do some foam rolling or stretching. Otherwise, you want your foot up behind you. And remember, you can hug a ball or hug a bag if you want to. And you want to make sure that your heel is right under your knee. So if you look at my camera there, there's my knee, ankle's right under it. If they're too close together, that's when you won't be able to make it all the way to the floor. So again, it's just a chance for you to think about your body positions, how you're organizing yourself. If you want to make it a bit harder, you can try and do jumps. So hold the bottom, jump and land on that front leg. Everyone ready? Oh yeah, if you want to do handstands and you have been trained to do that properly and you've got supervision, that's fine. Divers then in 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, if you've got benches and beds, they're a great way to start developing this position if you're unsure, because you need some degree of stability to help you build strength in that position. Who am I thinking of? Someone came to mind, but you all look amazing at doing this now. Pranas, great job. Good. So if you're confident with it, try and chain it into an airplane as well. So find your diver and then turn your hips towards the camera and back down. Switch sides. A couple of seconds off, switch over. So you're onto the other leg now. And remember, if you wobble too much, then put your foot behind you. And then when you get comfortable, try and lift your foot up slowly, just to see if you can hold this position. So this is going to have a really good impact on your hamstring flexibility. A few more seconds, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Into wall walks then. Wall walks, you can go right upside down and walk yourself down slowly. You can lift your feet up a little bit and just hold that position. 3, 2, 1, go. Actually, if you got a Swiss ball, you could do a Swiss ball pike. But I can't really demo that without. Tegan, do you know what a Swiss ball pike is? No? Let me find you a YouTube link real quick. Do what you were going to do. Or a Swiss ball chair. Alternative for wall walks was to do incline or decline press ups or holds. So just having your feet upside down like this, feet up, stick your bum in the air. Try and go upside down with your feet held in place. 3, 2, 1, relax. Swiss ball. Okay, number 3, rear foot elevated squat. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Incline press up. That's hands up off the floor. So there's normal push up. Incline would be hands up like that. Stretches, just do quad stretches. So like that one or this one. Probably said that one will help a bit more because it'll help relax your quad. So remember, slow and controlled. Try and count 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. As long as you're moving all the way through, the more time you spend standing at the top, the less work you're going to get done. So it might feel a little bit too easy. Okay, so let's see, Laura, great tempo. Dari, very good. Almost up the end of a minute, then you're going to switch legs. Let's see, 3, 2, 1, relax. Yeah. Great idea there, Scarlett. So yeah, guys, if you've done like a ton of running today, this is the kind of session where doing the extra stretching might help you. Switch over. So you're going to do your second leg now. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm just going to talk through a few things while I demonstrate. So if I'm doing these with you, got my foot behind me, squat down. The more time I spend like this, the less work's getting done. So if you go down really slow, hold for a few seconds, come up very slowly. As soon as I'm at the top, come straight back down. Just make sure you stay as tall as you possibly can. And ideally keep your hands off your legs. So let's see. Finn, move your front foot forward a bit more. Bit more. Yep. That's it. Hopping to go. And then try and lean back so you stay tall. Yeah. Keep your body in that position there. Nice. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And stop. Let's see. So people with Swiss balls, a jackknife or a Swiss ball pike is basically what I was doing here. So you start in this position. You pull the ball towards your feet while you go upside down. If you are doing the single leg squats, you want to try to stay up really tall like this instead of squatting down here, because it'll make your legs strong, but it's not going to help your hips stay flexible, and you want flexible and strong hips if you want to keep running, etc. Ready? 3, 2, 1. You're going to go into divers. I should have called that before I did the timing. So divers, 3, 2, 1, go. Timing it now. Remember, the longer you hold each position, the harder it's going to be. Nice one. Remember, try and chain it. So if you want to go into an airplane, turn your hips. Okay. Good, good, good. The slower you go down, remember, the more it's going to involve your hips becoming stable. Time to switch. So you're going onto the other leg. I'll demonstrate a combo lift. So diver like this, airplane like that. So you're going to turn onto your side, and basically, depending on which way you're facing the camera. So if I went down, I showed you the back of my hand if that was my body. So if that's my face, down. And relax. Next is wall walk. So remember, if you can't do wall walks, go incline press up or reef elevated. Oh, no. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, or wall walk shoulder taps. That's another great variation. Or handstand walk shoulder taps. Only do the handstands if you've been coached by a gymnastics instructor, if you've got lots of padding around you, and if you've got a parent there that can watch you as well. So there's quite a lot of girls that are confident and comfortable doing that. So Tegan, now push your bum into the air, pull your feet towards you. That's it. That's basically a Swiss ball pike. I'm not going to be able to find you a good link while I'm watching the session as well. Okay. Kira, very good. Let's have a look at screen 2. Let's see. Savannah, Sophia, everyone's doing a really good job on this tonight. Nice. Savannah, it's a coaching point for you. Imagine trying to stop your butt from wiggling side to side. See if that's a bit harder for you. Your walk itself is very, very good. Okay, relax. Might demonstrate that in a bit. Next is rear foot squat. Everybody ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So if you're doing stretches, just do quad stretch, hamstring stretch, everything below your waist that you would normally take care of. Just use this time, concentrate on that. See. Clearly a great setup there. Try and lean back a little bit if you can. So go to the bottom, lean back. That's it. Now you've got it. The more you lean, the more it's going to stretch your hips while you do the squat. Savannah, excellent. Dari, excellent. Let's see. Sophia, good correction on your foot position. Just try and slow it down a little bit. So you almost want to count 4 seconds down, 2 second hold with your knee just off the ground, and push through your heel. Okay, 10 more seconds. Cara, looking good. Oh, good correction, Dari. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay. If you are trying to think about leaning back, here's another one for you. Try and keep your shoulders away from your knee. So if you were leaning forward a lot, try and separate your knee and shoulder like that. 3, 2, 1. Other leg, off you go. Oh, almost Claudia. If you don't feel very stable, what I used to do was hop. So just like hop a little bit and your foot will kind of balance itself out as long as you make sure you don't fall over. I'll show you what I mean on the next round. You're halfway through. Claudia, that's a super good tempo. Well done. Grass, same for you. Finn, love the use of a kettlebell. Just lean back some more. You're going to be strong, but very tense. That's it. Couple more seconds. Good job, Robin. 3, 2, 1. Stop. I don't want to set an alarm. Yeah. So if you're thinking about setup, what's the time? 22. Oh, I need more room. Right. So if your foot's too close, best thing to do is hop around a little bit. Chances are you'll land with your foot in a much more comfortable place. But the main thing, I need everyone to think really hard about this, is staying up really tall. So if you lean forward, it's because your hips are getting tight in that position. If you think about when you're doing whenever you're doing flutter kick, you need good range at your hip so that you can kick upwards with your hip relaxed. So it's worth being strong and flexible. Ready to go? Divers again. So everyone stand up. Final round. Absolutely. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. Okay. I can spell, guys. I'm just rushing so I can reply and watch. Let's see. So we try and focus your intent a little bit. You want to make it harder. When you're in that T position, try and aim your heel and your fingers to opposite ends of the room. Try and get as long as you possibly can. You probably feel your core tense up a little bit. And then also look at the floor. You want to look at the floor like you're looking at the bottom of the pool. So your head's fully aligned with the rest of your body. Okay, stop. Switch over. Oh no. Okay, yeah, switch over. We'll take the wall walks out. We'll just do divers on the other leg because there's some good shapes being made there. 3, 2, 1, go. So we'll just do double divers and then double squats. You guys did an absolute truckload of upper body strength work yesterday. So let's see. Danny and Sophia. So when you're at the bottom, look at the carpet. Basically, it'll help you stay a bit more aligned. Perfect. Absolutely perfect streamlined shape there. So when you're at the bottom of that T, look at the ground. Imagine it's the bottom of the pool. And then try and do your airplanes as well. So you should be on your second leg. If you're holding on to any extra load, don't bother with the airplanes. Not yet, anyway. 20 seconds left. Yeah, Robin, you're probably fine to keep trying. 3, 2, 1. Okay, stop. So you all looked too good doing those. So that we'll make sure that both legs get the same amount of attention. So then we're doing rear foot squats. Remember, stay tall. 3, 2, 1. Off you go. If you are starting to struggle, you can message me for extra. Okay, Luke, Daisy, have a great night. It's not an issue. And enjoy your dinner. Remember, pause at the bottom. When you're holding the bottom, try and keep your knee off the floor. So pause just before your knee touches down, and then push your heel down really hard. Okay. Looking good. Remember, nice and slow. Hold the bottom position and stay very, very tall. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Switch over. See, if you are struggling to stay tall because your hips feel tight, put both your feet on the floor. Just do it as a split squat. So that way you're going to address that hip mobility. 3, 2, 1, go. The other thing, actually, if you put a foam roller on your hands and hold it out in front of you like a zombie, you'll know if you're leaning because you'll drop the foam roller. I say roller because it's light. It doesn't have to be a foam roller. It could be anything. So if you like go into the split squat, arms out in front like, that's probably going to help correct your position. Make sure it's resting. So if you rest it on the back of your wrist, so if you try and squat like this, if you lean down, you'll lose it. If you hold on to it, if you grip it, you'll be able to lean forward and still hold on to it. Let's see. Absolutely perfect, Savannah. Well done. Sophia, you crushed that as well. I say crushed that, I mean, you've done a really good job. Robin's gone for behind the back. It's another good way to do it. Finn, I would lose the kettlebell and go with the arms out zombie thing. Oh, we're done anyway. Relax. Okay. Wow, good stuff. Yeah, remember that one. So next time we do this, the rear foots, you know, let's play around with it tomorrow. We're done. I'm just showing you what I'm trying to explain. Oh. So you want to be in that kind of position here. Because if you're holding it, when you get to the bottom and you lean down, you're still going to be holding on. If it's resting on the back of your wrist and you slip forward, it'll fall off. Right. Thanks for all your hard work again tonight, guys. Good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow. Go enjoy your dinners. If you want to stick around for the cool down, we are going to start off with some chest stretches. We're going to go backwards because today was lower body session. So chest stretch in 3, 2, 1, go. No, thank you, Kalia. It was really good work. It's one of the sessions I feel lucky to be here helping you. Okay, so remember chest. Okay, who else done it outstanding? You all did it. I don't like calling people out because you all did a really good job today. You all helped each other too. So a lot of you looking at cameras and then changing your technique, and that's worth a lot more than having a coach that's got advice that you might find useful. Okay, well done, Edie. Yeah, we can't wait to get back either. We'll see you there soon. Right, so switch sides. If you're doing chest stretch, I'm going to go on to the other side now. Fine, I've got very little to coach with these stretches at the minute. You're all doing a super job with them. What might be useful for you, though, if you don't think you feel it very much anymore, tell us, because then we can try and show you a progression. If you feel a stretch and you're doing the pushing bit, and you can do IYTs, that's what we're going to do next after the lat stretch. If you don't think you've made an improvement, then we can find something else. Okay, relax. Do your lat stretch. Oh, not at all. There is no wrong, Russell. Believe me. Half the time, I did it wrong a lot as well. But if you have any questions, just ping us a message. I can do what I can to help you. Okay, that's enough lat stretch. So now IYTW, guys, just like we did at the start of the session. So remember, hinge forward. So if you actually watch me, I'm going to check to see half of you are watching me. Right. So if I was tight doing IYTs, they look a bit like that. Hands are in front of my head. Try and go above. Hands in front of my face. If you find that's the case, do the stretches you've just done. And then see if you can achieve that. So I'm pulling my elbows to my side and I'm turning my wrist towards the ceiling like that. So give that a shot. If you have wrist down, turn them up and then push. Crack on with that now. I can't feel the chest stretch on the right side anymore. Interesting. Okay, not a problem. So you're still here. Great positions, guys. So remember, turn up and then press over your head. Okay, the other really hard thing, you're all doing the cheat that I learned how to do as well. Not all of you. Yeah, you lean forward. Are you leaning forward? Or are you? Yep, good. That's fine. The camera looked a bit like you were sitting straight. Okay, stop there, guys. We'll do one more just because this is a really hardcore. Stop using hardcore. Right. It's really easy to cheat this one if you're not feeling very flexible to do this. So if you're here and your body feels tight, turning your hands up. So try if you can to keep your arms straight like that. So have one more try and tell me whether it feels harder or whether it's easier. Like that, rather than turning your hands up. See, it's changing some of your body positions a little bit. Okay, Sophia, do you feel that a little bit more now? Yeah, good. Yeah, that's it. So Isla, if you point your fingers forward, so from that to that. Yeah, that's it. Guys, believe me, there were swimmers much older than you who've been doing it much longer that struggle with this concept. So you're doing really well to concentrate on this and then put it into practice. Okay, relax. Who found that tough? Most of you? Keep practicing, believe me, by the time you get to our age, you'll be thankful you did. Let's go hamstring stretch, so lie flat on your back. Or so you can do the lying straight leg raise, or you can do the block stretch. Good. Admittedly, if you're like a deer and you have a foam roller, you could always foam roll. What's quite tough about foam rolling your hamstrings is if you're sitting like that, try and stick both your feet off the floor as well. It might just be me. But if you get here, and then try and lift your leg up, the higher you lift your leg, the more you might feel it in the back of your hip. Okay, switch legs. And the other thing that makes it a bit more challenging is what Sophia's doing. So one, having a ball instead of a foam roller, because if it's small, it's going to dig in a bit more. So if you watch me, if you're using a foam roller again. Okay, so leg on a foam roller, leg slightly bent. And then just pushing your legs straight. So when you push your legs straight, it should lift you off the floor a little bit. That's going to floss your hamstring. So that's the relaxed position. Push it straight. Let's see how that feels. Let's see. Sophia, if you're using a ball, were you using a ball a second ago? Or was it always the foam roller? Oh, it was always the foam roller, don't worry. Okay, that'll do. Leave it there, guys. Have a good night. We've done a lot of quad work and hip work today, so it's quite important that you don't overstretch them. so that your body can adapt to it. They get stronger, and then you'll keep that mobility. So go have your dinners, stretch more if you need to, message me if you need help with something new, and we'll see you tomorrow. But great work as always.